Today we're at the Disneyland. I've never been inside, but it's certainly a popular place. A lot of people come here. We are not here today for the Donald duck, but we are here for the wintering ducks that live in the lake in the park here. Let's find out what we can find today. The black swan is actually not native here. It's introduced from Australia. Usually in the parks, they cut the flight feather of the bird so they cannot fly to other places. If you didn't cut it in time, it will fly to other places if it is good habitat for them. It's used to people feeding them, so it's get very close to people, but if you get too close, it will bite you. It's very painful, believe me, I have tried. The gray heron in Chinese, it's got the nickname like 老等, which means it's the one that is always standing and waiting there. It's actually a special foraging technique for them. They are standing there to watch the fish in the water, and when they swim close by enough, and they will catch them instantly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Eurasian coot is a common wintering bird here. The white part on the forehead is actually hard part. It's not soft. It's like a shield. Dragon Ball. The feet is not like a duck. It's not fully webbed, but it's partly webbed. And so it's making them both good at walking on the ground and swimming in the pond. The Eurasian spot-billed duck is the one that's quite common wintering species in Shanghai. It has a yellow spot on the tip of their bills. That's why they got their name. And when they fly, you can see a blue to purple feather patch on their wing. It's called a speculum yijing. It's a dabbling duck, which means they cannot dive into the water, but they float on the water and get their heads down to pick on the food. The tufted duck is a diving duck. You can see from the tail and the body posture, it's good at diving. And there is a crest, a ponytail on the head. And the one with white belly is the male one, and the one with duller color and more darker color is the female one. The little grub there with the duller color and more whitish is actually a juvenile. The one with it just diving down is probably his mother or father, most likely mother. How you doing? Mallard is believed to be the ancestor of some domestic ducks. The male ones have a green head. Female ones look more duller and more like what we see normally as a duck. Both the wild ones and domestic ones, they have a curly feather on the tip of its butt, and under the wing you can see the curly feather there. For ducks and for like these birds floating on the water, you can see the difference of their behavior just by looking at the shape of their body and their posture. The diving ones, they don't have a pointy tail from the water surface up. And for the ones that are not good at diving and are just floating on the water and bury their heads to find the food, the tails are actually pointing up from the water, and the buoyancy of this bird is bigger than the diving ones, which makes them good at floating but make the diving ones good at diving. According to the rules that we judge the diving ducks and the ones that are not good at diving, the big one, the really, really big one, is really not good at diving. Today we have seen many ducks and herons in this lake, and we also learned the difference between dabbling duck and diving duck. So next time when you came to Disneyland, besides meeting with the Donald duck, maybe you could also save some time for bird watching. See you next time in Wild Shanghai.